Welcome back to MyRise in the WWE 2K25.
Remind me to never get on your bad side around Halloween.
Yeah, you had both sides fooled with that mask. Reviving the concern about mutiny just when everyone was getting complacent? You shook things up.
Actions speak louder than words, especially from a masked attacker. And we needed to bring people around to our side.
And you did. Even when things went off the rails with Naomi, you pivoted. Seems like most people are willing to accept that neither of you are involved, and it was mutiny all along.
And Naomi probably feels like she owes you one for having her back.
I might be the only one in WWE who knows for sure that she's innocent. Well, us three, I guess.
Our lips are sealed.
Yes, they are.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, that story is complete with false flag. Now we have a new thing we're worried about. Because we are back in this, and I got my...
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye, piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they used to train together. Wow, that's deep.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
Well, dang. They called us out for the fact we used to train together and they're husband and wife. I wonder what the dialogue would be if we said we used to date. Ah, well. That's a theory for a subsequent viewing / a different YouTube playthrough / so many other things that I can do that I just don't want to do right now.
And here they are.
And here we go. The NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, myself, Holly Scorpion, accompanied by CM Punk. Let's do it. We are taking on the WWE's hottest couple, a legitimate husband and wife tandem of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins, I covered in his Bloodline video from the showcase mode. What is this entrance? Okay. One thing I kind of wish they would do for games like this is rather than give people like generic entrances, so like for something like this where they are a legitimate couple, it's like real life. Becky and Seth are husband and wife. They have a kid together. Like, this is how deep they are. I would have wished they would have said, "Hey, here's how do a team entrance. Put them in the motion capture suits and tell them to knock out a team entrance for the two of them with his music or with Becky's music, whoever's they decided to use for it." But I think it would have been a little bit of like realism rather than just say, "Yeah, here's the generic mixed tag team couple entrance." Anyway. Yep. We're getting full-fledged title introductions. Okay. Well, Seth Rollins, like I said, we've already covered. The OCs, we really can't cover because their whole career, the whole noteworthy bits of their career, are basically the storyline. So no sense in discussing them. Unless I want to come into an in-depth storyline about both of them, which... No. I don't. I could. I just don't want to. But that's a whole different ballgame. So, let's discuss Becky Lynch. The only wrestler in this match I have not covered. Because he's the only other real wrestler. Anywho. So, how this is gonna work. By the way, okay, whirlwind splash. What do I gotta do here first? Circle, and then circle, and then X. Okay. Interesting. We'll get that when we get that. That's not a big deal. Becky Lynch, the best female wrestler in the world. And if you've been keeping up with the product as of this time, it's not just her that says it. ESPN, Forbes magazine, Sports Illustrated, all these things say that. So Becky Lynch, from Dublin, Ireland, worked as a flight attendant for a little bit before eventually training to be a wrestler, and slowly but surely made her way to the WWE. When she initially starts out in WWE, they basically say, you're going to be a typical Irish lass. Gonna come out and do, like a line dance, not a line dance, like the Michael Flatley Lord of the Dance. Yeah, that's right. You'll come out, do a typical, Irish song. You'll come out, do a jig, be dressed in green, have the red hair, and that's it. Eventually, that doesn't work, so they scrap it all, and she becomes steampunk. Comes out with the steampunk goggles, smoke, and everything about her is a little bit of steampunk. Well, after a while, it gets her a little bit. It gets her done well enough. She never wins the NXT Women's title, but has a couple of chances before she gets called up to the main roster as a part of the WWE Divas Revolution. She is called up at the same time as Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks. So, her and Charlotte are put on a team with Paige. Sasha Banks gets put on a team with Naomi and Tamina. And they are taking on the Bella Twins and Alicia Fox. And it's kind of this weird three-way feud. Well, time moves on, the three-way feud dissipates. And with the team of Paige, Charlotte, and Becky winning the feud, Charlotte becomes Divas Champion, and Paige ends up turning on the group. Becky, and they all kind of go on their own. Becky, Charlotte, and Paige kind of all go on their own. Paige tries to get the belt from Charlotte, doesn't work out, and eventually disappears. Becky tries to find her footing in the main roster, but it's kind of one of those things that's not really working. Nothing's really working, and at the time they were only doing 1 or 2 female matches if they were lucky. So eventually, about 2016, WWE reintroduces its brand split for the 3rd time. Becky Lynch is the first woman drafted by SmackDown. When that happens, she eventually becomes the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion, winning a 6-pack challenge. Basically being the last one, getting the last elimination, being the last woman standing. She wins it, and kind of bounces around defending the belt for a while. So, after a while, the steampunk thing is starting to wear out. She's kind of needing something to do. Well, I believe it was about 2018. Yeah, would have been 2017, 2018. There is a massive invasion where SmackDown takes over Raw. In the altercation, Becky Lynch gets punched in the face by Nia Jax and legitimately breaks her face. Jax legitimately broke Becky's face. There's this image of her that's like covered in her own blood, standing tall. And that moment is basically that lightning has been caught in a bottle. The fans love the image. The fans are all in for Becky beating Ronda at that Survivor Series because at the time, it was supposed to be champions versus champions. So your world, your mid-card, your tag, and your women's championships would all be taking on each other, and it would be headlined by 2 Survivor Series matches, one with the men and one with the women. Well, because of that moment, she can't face off, people are upset, and that eventually catapults her into being one of 3 women to main event the first ever WrestleMania at Mania 35. Her, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey. Becky wins a winner-take-all match to basically become Becky 2 belts and has never looked back since. She's always been involved in a title picture. She's always been great. And as of right now, she did end up winning the NXT women's belt for like a cup of coffee. And that's it. Her career is definitely Hall of Fame worthy in WWE. But I think with this, we're gonna end it off here. I could keep going, but it'd be another 20 minutes. She said credit where it is due. We questioned their bond, but they're a strong tag team. Unity titles remain away from Mutiny. Congratulations. And still he plays both sides. Both sides, it's pretty clear to me which side he's on, says McIntyre. Okay. No new DMs, none of this new stuff. Excuse me. I think with this, let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna upgrade my guy first and fix him up since we have a good amount of stuff I can do. This puts me all at 3 apiece. 25 left. Okay, let's I can up one more thing. Yeah, up the grappling. Oh yeah, we'll do that. Now he's completely maxed out. Well, not maxed out, but he's got all the points he can use. Okay. No social media. What do you have to say, you two?
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah, this reminds me of when we first started training together.
Ooh.
For every stride we made, it seemed like there was a setback. But no matter what happened, you never gave up. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to SmackDown, I only have live event
So I
matches
guess
lined
we're
up.
going to Raw then. Makes my decision a lot easier. We gonna go to Raw, continue the story, and figure out what the heck is up next. Only other thing I might do is off screen go and clear the live events. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So we got Troy because he has live events, and Adam Pearce. Okay, so because I had attributes, I am gonna swap over to her to truly showcase that, yeah, the only option we have to do is deal with Dummy. But we are going to upgrade him. I mean, I say this like I hate the character. I don't hate the character. He's just really fun to make fun of. I'm just not gonna lie. He's just really fun to make fun of and really easy. It also helps that he's fictional. That being said, we got everyone upgraded. We finished up the storyline. Next time on this, we raid Raw. Catch you then.